So just to go over this one more time and how this works, essentially we have a soil inner layer, right, surrounded by a hollow glass tube and soil outer layer. Now with the outer layer, the tube goes all the way down to here. So essentially what's happening is these rocks and the charcoal are on the outside of the soil. So when there's moisture around in the atmosphere, it causes the moisture to collect on the outside of the tube, right? And that moisture then runs down to the bottom, which now allows the soil to absorb it and keep the plant in the middle fed and healthy. Part of convection, if it gets too hot in the jar, assuming you have it on a window or something like that, and just in general, anything that evaporates will get stuck in the soil. So on the way out, whatever water you do put in here, right, which you would be watering it up to, like, let's just say the top of the charcoal, right? So that's actually a decent amount of water. That will get soaked up by the soil inside the tube and on the outside if there's any excess, and this will be filled to the top. So anything that evaporates will get trapped in the soil and end up inside the core. And that is essentially how that works. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have some more growth. Nice moisture. I left it in the rain, so it's super moist. It's actually holding way more water than I expected. At the bonsai here, still waiting for that to sprout, and the dry mess that was that planter. I took everything out, all the Electroculture, I reposted it in there. I'm gonna redo this one, and I have two others I'm gonna redo as special planters. Join me on my live for that. These are the giveaway planters. Now, I haven't finished them for one reason. I have some coconut shells coming in. I might actually redo the planters. I'm waiting to see what the results are with these, because the whole point is to get as much nutrition into the bottle as possible so that these actually survive. They will, but I would hope that they can stay in your homes or your offices or wherever you want to put them for quite some time. Got our giveaway jar here. Again, the coconut shells are coming in. This is actually pretty darn good the way it is. The most I would probably do is add the shells to the middle, and as I open this, you can see the color difference between the middle, which is super moist and super damp, and the outside. And like I've said, I haven't watered this. All of this moisture on the outside goes down and gets collected in the middle. So the whole premise behind this is, even when it's dry in your house, it will pull the humidity out of the air and water your plant. So even if you add water, it'll last for some time, but even without water, it can go for some time. And I have this planter here. It's one of the leftovers that I'll be making one of the extra special planters with. Got our sage here. This is my incense burner. I have a little Electroculture incense holder right on the back end. This one's also full. And this is my rainwater collection area and my seeding area. Now, the hope and the plan is like that I can seed these just before I ship them out. And it takes about, 3 days to a week for them to actually sprout and start to grow. So that should be more than enough time for you to actually receive them. Now, if it does go past that, I have some things in the works in terms of deliveries and things like that, but I just want to start somewhere. Now, these are just the donation jars. I do have actual 16-ounce jars and 32-ounce jars that I'll be making available. I can speed this up a lot with your support. I'm currently working and I'm still dealing with issues with my car, so I am just doing whatever I can at my pace. But if you're interested in seeing more content, if you like the content, please subscribe, comment, like. It's more than appreciated. Thank you so much.